Hey, how's it going, everybody? Scott Spratcha here with Doug Upstone. We are DocSports.com, and this is SEC Weekly. We're here, us two guys, each and every week throughout the college football season, talking about the SEC 3 games a week. Last week, we actually agreed on all 3 plays. We ended up going 2-1. I guess it wasn't your typical 2-1 because we did lay a little extra juice with LSU on the money line, and that was the one loss. But we did win the other 2 games. It was a small profit. We'll take it. Doug, let's turn to a Big 12 SEC clash. A rivalry from the old Southwest Conference that's about to become a rivalry in the Southeastern Conference. Texas laying 6.5, 7 at Arkansas, and you can shop around for that. The total sitting at 55.5, but dropping 3 full points from the opener, that total. One-sided betting thus far, Doug, 80% of the tickets and money on Texas. Your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, that's not a surprise to me or to you that people loading up on Texas. They actually looked pretty good last week, I thought. Louisiana got a lot of early love going into that game based on what they had done the prior year, which actually probably is what chased me off, thankfully, on that one. So Steve Sarkisian had the team. I guess they seemed to play with more purpose. There was a little more discipline, I thought, involved, with how they did. Their pass rush was quite good. That's not untypical for Texas teams, but it was quite good. Nonetheless, though, they still gave up 282 yards passing to Louisiana. Now, Louisiana has a nice passing offense and, good running offense. But, that was of note. Hudson Card, baby, he was all aces last week, So, he looked really sharp, very poised. It's amazing to me, Scott, and I'm sure it is to you, continues to be, that these freshman quarterbacks that come in, they are ready to go. There's nothing, and it's not all of them. I'm not saying that, but these high profile guys pretty much are, they're ready to play. And so, but now it's a little different deal because now he's going on the road for the first time. Playing at home is a lot different than playing on the road. And so I think that's going to be an interesting challenge. Sam Pittman, I think, has done an outstanding job in turning the Arkansas program in the right direction. In this one, I think they'll have the ability to run the ball some. Okay, they'll be able to pass the ball, I think, as well. It's going to partly depend on how their defense holds up because there's some things here that Texas can certainly go with. But Arkansas and the fans, the Razorback fans, they are going to be so fired up for this game. It's going to be a big deal here. I think for this one, I'm leaning towards Arkansas, especially if we're talking the 6.5, and I think the whole deal is going to be on their quarterback, KJ Jefferson. If he plays well in terms of he's going to be able to run. He's a big dude, 6'3", 245, but he'll pick up some rushing yards. But he's got a big arm. And if he can complete passes down the field, which is not guaranteed, by the way, if he does, though, that's going to open it up. And then if his ability to hit the short throws, which is really his biggest problem, if he hits the short throws to keep the chains moving, I think Arkansas's got a chance here. So the 6.5 for me is a lean at 7 or higher. I think I'll wait till game time, but I might put some money down in Arkansas on this one, Scott.
Yeah, hitting on a couple of points you made. I think Sark made obviously, at least from game 1, we got a lot of games to talk about over the next few weeks, but at least from game 1, Sark made the right decision on going with Hudson Card behind center. It's 14 of 21 in that game. He made the right decisions. That's what I look for out of a young quarterback. He made the right decisions pre-snap with movement on the defense. He made right decisions when things bogged down a little bit during the course of a play. I just think overall the guy got a B+ as far as I grade young quarterbacks. Robinson ran the ball well. It was simply a well-coached, well-executed game across the board, I thought, for Texas in Sark's Austin debut. And I will say this, I was like you. I was thinking about jumping on Louisiana, and then I just saw they just became like a public dog darling. And I just decided to hold off and wait and not use them. And I wanted to see if Sark was going to, make the right calls for the players he has. They bought into it. Now, they could come out this week and they could lose. They could lose by 20. And then we're talking, a little bit of a different story. But at least last week against a good football team, they bought into what he was trying to accomplish, and they did so. And they were impressive, I thought. As far as Arkansas, they got it together in the fourth quarter against Rice. Took a little while. And you know what Sam Pittman wants to do, the coach? Let's run the football some more. That's what he wants to do. Listen, don't forget, this team almost beat Auburn. They almost beat LSU. They almost beat A&M. Last year. I think the Texas pass defense is going to make Arkansas throw the ball more than they normally would like to. I think I said pass defense, I mean run defense. I think they'll make them throw the ball more than they want to. I expect a decent effort from that Longhorn offense again after looking good last week. The totals come down, like I mentioned at the top of the video, 3 points. I'm going to go with the over here. So we've got two plays here. Doug leaning towards Arkansas. Is that what you said, Doug, right? Arkansas? And I'm going to give an opinion here on the over, which is sitting at 55.5, and that's how we'll grade it. Real quick note, what's going on for you this weekend over on your homepage at DocSports.com?
Well, Scott, we're lining up. We hit a 6-unit play with Georgia on the upset last week, and we're going to, not saying I'm going to have an underdog again, but I'm definitely going to have a 7-unit play. I got 2 games in particular that I've circled, and I'm going to make a final decision sometime after this video and have it ready to go for Thursday release time at 6 Eastern on that. So jump on that one, see if we can come through with another big game winner. Scott, what do you got going on?
And don't forget, Thursday night NFL football, man. I can't wait to plant my rear end on the couch. Bye, wife. Bye, daughter. See you next, January or whatever. And check out the game on Thursday night. But, we release our football plays on Thursdays, all of us at DocSports.com. If you see my individual videos, I always welcome you with hey, everybody, it's Football Thursday at DocSports.com. And you know why. So all of our plays will be up in football for the entire weekend. I do have 2 6-star plays, one in the NFL, one in college football, and we look to start with a bang. He's Doug Upstone. I'm Scott Spreitzer. Check out all of our SEC videos for this week's card, and let's put them in the win column. We'll talk to you again next week.